especially local monsters and Appalachian stuff. Like, man, it
Dude,
drives me crazy.
don't even get me started on that shit, bro.
Get started. What's the monster? I think that's the best way to end it. I want to know about the monsters out in Appalachia.
What is it called? Oh my god.
We don't got monsters out here. We don't have monsters in Canada, okay? Like, last I checked, Toronto's clear. Next, Montreal's pretty clear, right? You don't have fucking Bigfoot roaming around?
Not a single Sasquatch in the last at least 5 years.
It's got the face. It's got the face of a monkey, and it's like got like a deer tail on its head, and its like mouth is the deer's ass.
Not the
Have you seen that thing?
Squonk?
Squonk. There's got to be another name for it. Shit, I keep wanting to call it an Arnuki beast, but that's from Scooby Doo Spooky Island. That's not a real creature.
I'm not sure about
shit.
that one. You're not thinking.
I don't remember
the Wampus. The wampum cat?
No, not the wampa cat, not the skunk ape. I don't remember what it's called. I'll ask Tara.
Man, I don't want to fucking live in a place like this. Holy shit! I just looked up what a wampus cat is.
The wampus. There's flying squirrels. There's flying squirrels, which are innocuous, and then there's actual monkeys out in the woods, allegedly. There's in where I used to live in Northern Virginia, northwestern Virginia, like 10 miles from West Virginia, basically in the Blue Ridge Mountains. My whole family swears to God that there's a monkey in the woods, like a chimp, an actual chimp. And I don't know, I really want to see it. Like,
that's like so non-threatening though. What the fuck?
It's a real ape out in the woods though, so it's kind of pretty scary, you know. Fucking rip your face off, chew your dick off. If you get too much sugar,
feral apes are terrifying. Like,
dude, they'll rip your penis right off. Eat
it. The medical shears and all, they bring them.
Yep. Use it as one of those life straws.
I just looked up Appalachian deer ass. My fucking recommenders are so fun. Like deer ass mouth.
Here, I'll be right back. I got to ask an expert. I'll be right back.
What the fuck?
Bro,
Sorry, hold on.
He gone.
He's gonna. No, you know what? It's probably a fucking bit. Because let me tell you what he does. He does this shit. Where like, yeah, exactly. Like I talked about the time where like, you know how they had the TikTok like fucking, you know how they had that devious licks challenge.
Yeah.
And people were stealing urinals. This motherfucker and brings an actual urinal.
Oh, that's where that urinal came from.
Yeah, he just like fucking bought it.
That guy in the background over there.
I've watched his videos on his channel. He like pees in them in the beginning. I'm like, why does he just have a urinal in his house? Oh look, he's back.
Oh, he's back.
Smile on his face.
What is it for?
The what?
Apaguchi?
The Abaguchi.
So is that like what the locals call
known for
it,
its,
or is that like an older legend in the region?
Abaguchi.
This is a local. It's a cross between an owl, a fox, and a deer. It's indigenous to Costa Rica. It's called a dryland piranha, and it's in West Virginia.
Wow.
I literally
Abaguchi.
What the?
Yeah, my old neighbor had one's head.
What?
It was clearly just like a culmination of different taxidermied animals, though. Very obviously not real.
What kind of weird ass fucking? I just googled what kind of weird ass fucking inbreeding are the goddamn animals doing out there? What the fuck?
Abaguchi.
Bro, I don't care what you say. If you saw this in the woods at 3 in the morning, I would cry. Oh my word!
Scary, dude.
You walk.
I'm gonna go further and say if I saw anything in the woods at 3 in the fucking morning, I shit my pants regardless. But
bears are scary enough, dude.
I almost went bear hunting, dude.
Up in Canada.
Yeah. The only reason I didn't go is at the last minute I'm like, man, I really don't want to fucking die, and then it just pussied out of it. Because well, no, and like the last little bit, like the guy I was talking to, he like gives me all these horror stories about like dudes who get mauled by bears out in the woods and their bodies never get found. I'm like, what a fucking thing to talk about just before we're about to do this.
I'll tell you a story really quick. When I was probably 13 or 14, whenever I first started bow hunting, we went to the Blue Ridge. There's a forest called the George Washington National Forest. And we hunted right on the outside of it on private property. So you can like actually do kind of whatever you want. Cause you can't, it's like the laws are really weird when you go from private property to the park. So, I was at a blowdown. So I was like alone cause I was a teenager at that point. My dad was somewhere like a mile or two away, and it's very mountainous, very thick, a lot of hardwoods, extremely old forest. So very, like nothing thick, just totally giant ass trees and like 2 foot of leaves on the ground everywhere. Just a super like Virginia forest, basically. So extremely visible. And then there was a blown down tree. I was like in the blown down tree, basically hiding and hunting. And I heard noise because that's all you do is just listen for shit. There was a black bear cub came around the blowdown and was like walking in front of me. And I was like, all right, this is not good. This is really bad because this is a tiny little baby bear. And I'm a little boy and all I have is a bow. All right, this is not good.
You're gonna have to fucking get real lucky, man. You're gonna have to fucking
exactly. So I was like,
shoot its eye out.
Not fucking good at all. I was standing there. I was kind of like leaned up against it. Baby cub walks around, and then another one, and they're very young too. And then I hear like much larger sound and much more leaves moving around. And the mama bear, as they're called, was coming down, climbed over the blowdown, probably 15 feet in front of me. So extremely close. I could see it's just so much detail about the animal. And it was directly in front of me. I was looking at it and I shot with the release. So I put the release on my bow, just in case I had to attempt to defend myself at some point. And it like kind of was walking around and it knew something was there. They have terrible eyesight, but they have a very good nose and very good ears. I didn't make any noise, but it could smell me. And it was like walking in front of me and it stopped and like looked over towards me in my direction and was like looking, and I could tell it couldn't see me, but it was looking right fucking at me. And I was like, this is so bad. I'm so fucking scared right now. And it just did that and then just kept moving on. And I immediately called my dad on the walkie-talkie and I was like, Dad, I need to have a pistol next time.
You left me out here. You left me.
It was really close.
It's like, Dad,
And then
bow and
Oompy
arrow?
immediately went. He immediately went to the closest Hilton's and didn't make it to the bathroom.
I got to his shit.